I had in my head this morning the idea of somebody bending a knee to authority, um, even though they knew they were just currying favor. It's not because they really stood for or behind or with this authority figure, but and it's not the same as taking a knee, that's kind of an act of self-respect and setting of a boundary, like I won't participate in this. The bending the knee is almost the exact opposite. I'll capitulate. It's easier on me. It actually might win me some advantage. I don't know. It kind of pissed me off. And then I sat down and was fiddling with stuff on the table as usual, and there was the scrap of paper that said Rebel Love. It brought up the idea initially when I thought of bending the knee or not bending the knee, the character of Spartacus. And there's a great movie from long ago and far away with Kirk Douglas where he, as the character Spartacus, the authorities are looking for Spartacus because they're going to roast his ass for his rebellious attitude, actions, convictions. He would not bend the knee. And and so they're trying to find him in this crowd of people who are chained and being subjected to domination by the powers that be. And he's about to say, it's me, take me, I'm Spartacus. And he says this, I'm Spartacus. And then they start, all the other people, one by one, first a few, I'm Spartacus. And then a few others, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus. And finally, the whole collective says, I'm Spartacus. So there's something that's like bringing tears to my eyes, and it may be prompted by some stuff that's going on in the political world in the United States with election a few days away, and who do you bend the knee to? Who bends the knee? Will there be enough people saying, I'm Spartacus? And not to politicize this, but it had that flavor, in the larger world. When do you stand for yourself and for the other guy who's actually standing for you? And it's like, you come for this guy, you come for me. And I don't know, I just found it very moving. Don't know how it relates to what we're doing here. Don't know. Well, hangman. That is a position of I shall not be moved. In this context, that's how I'm saying it. That was a kind of rallying cry of the civil rights movement. Like a tree that's standing by the water, I shall not be moved. It's a great tune. So this is somebody who shall not be moved until, they've had some epiphany about what they feel. That allows for some kind of still point. Ten of Cups. We had that combo yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. This is a card of Pisces, a card of connection and feeling. Somehow I shall not be moved. Maybe moved emotionally off this. Yeah, I don't quite understand that. It seems a bit contradictory. I mean, there's a lot at stake. This is the Ten of Cups situation. Cups being water energy, about feelings, and this being a major arcana sign of Pisces, of water energy. This person, when they tap into their feelings, they hold still long enough to really get a handle on what they feel. This is what they discover. Ten of Cups. That's like the full Monty. That's every cup. And it has a Six of Cups flavor here because of these two little guys, the children. That past life relationship presenting itself again. And it might not be who you think it's going to be. It has to do with feelings, not with thinking. It's like trust your heart, not your thinking mind. Your busy mind, your monkey mind. Trust the still point. In the quiet, you know what you feel. It's something to do with a rejection of the monkey mind, which is like the mind that's just gibbering around and can't settle, doesn't know what they feel, doesn't want to know what they feel. Is all about distract me, I'll go every which way. This is a no to that monkey mind and a yes to, this is the monkey mind, Five of Swords. Where thinking just stops. It won't get to, this is confusion, this is missed messages or misinterpreting things, because the brain won't get us there. Not in this case, because this is all about love and connection. And it's a connection that's mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling. So this person can't understand it, but it's coming in anyway. These messenger birds, right? They're all of them are coming in, and one's right on his shoulder, and he's like, he, she, they. I don't understand what the message is. It's not clear to my brain. It doesn't compute. And yet on a heart level, it's full spectrum love. And maybe somebody's like, I can't believe it. And these messages are coming kind of from afar. But in this case, I think it's from the ancestors represented by the bird, the higher power that's trying to get through to this person. Be quiet, be still, live in love, that kind of message. And the person like, what? What? I can't be hearing this right. I must be nuts. It's kind of like that. Maybe I'm crazy. That's the question. I saw that on the bottom of the deck before, and I shuffled it again, and there it is. The opportunity. This is idealized as it seems. Ten of Cups can't get any better, full-hearted, everybody on board with this full spectrum love. Something that the brain just can't even wrap its head around. The thinking part of us can't get their mind around it, right? Sword energy, their mind. It's like it's speaking a different language. This kind of chatter, this monkey mind, the chatter. I think this person no longer understands sword energy, the chatter. They're getting grounded. And interestingly, it's grounded in this deep feelings. And it's sort of like, I know who I am. Ace of Pentacles. When I'm still and quiet, I know who I am. I know what I feel. Pentacles energy, the energy of existence and growth and potential and 3D potential. Not just up in the head. It's a still point. And it's an entry point. Who am I? I am Spartacus. I am rebel love. Tell us about this Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, please. The opportunity for full spectrum love? Is that rebel love? Okay. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Devil. Earth energy, Capricorn energy. Well, it does strike me that the devil is also Pan, is the cloven-footed nature god, the earth energy. And the devil was kicked out of Eden according to the Christian telling of the story. Nature, becomes corrupt and is and the devil was thrown out of heaven because he was a rebel. He wouldn't take the knee. He wouldn't bend the knee, rather. He wouldn't put man at the top of the hierarchy, as I remember it. He was the brightest angel in the heavenly realm, and the nature god was vilified by the hierarchical belief system that said who's on top, who's on third, who's here, who's there. Where the nature god, Pan, is pantheism. God is everywhere. Pan, the whole panoply, the whole, we're all God. Everywhere you look, there's the divine. And perhaps most especially in kind of raw nature, we're all participants in the natural world. And the natural world isn't one with Eden and hell. It's the divine is everywhere. Everywhere. All of us. Full spectrum love, rebel love. This was the rebel. And it's it's not the traditional interpretation of the devil card. It's like a slantwise second take on it, which is like work hard to free yourself from anything that holds you back. Belief systems that suggest you're not part of the divine body, the earth energy. because you are. We all are. I am Spartacus, King of Swords. Under Five of Swords. King of Swords may have thought, sword energy may have thought it, that this relationship perhaps was toxic, or that they themselves were toxic. Maybe because they were working to free themselves from some sort of addiction. Devil energy in that other aspect of something that holds you back, that puppets you. Boy, we're getting a lot of the same cards. I need to switch decks or change questions or something. We've been at this a long time, and there's something exploding the on this one? Okay. I tend to say the paradigm, but that's like the usual, like exploding the old template or the old way of doing things or the old ideas of who we are. Ace of Pentacles. Something emotional is just washing over this old, because this is a structure tower. It's almost like the old power structure. And when that comes down, what's left is the self, the potential for growth. And devil in its sinister aspect is a no growth. But there's something about devil energy that's a willingness to work with what holds us back so that we can come into our own, in the world, in this lifetime, in this incarnation, that we're worthy, we're valuable, and we know it. We're of worth, right? It could be the building block of the new paradigm, the new way of doing things, of understanding the world. On King of Swords, Page of Pentacles. There's a seed. And this can be a lesson, a takeaway, or an offer in 3D that might not be big. It's a page offer, but it's sort of like a question, like, how about this? Is this possible? And King of Swords is really looking at it, looking into it, trying to get clarity about, what is this situation, and is it viable, and can we grow this? Is it actually worthy? Is it toxic? Have I freed myself? Oh my God. Bottom of the deck is just shouting and shouting. Oh my God. I can see what's underneath. So I have like a preview of what's coming. This is the vision of it. Third eye energy. You don't see it with the eyes of it's with the mind's eye. I get still. I take a deep dive into my feelings. And I get this vision, this sudden understanding, this enlightenment, right? Here's the epiphany, the head all lit up. And here's the head all lit up in 3D. A place to begin, another entry point. Pointing somebody in the direction. And under that, two of cups. the connection, an important connection. And this, Two of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's like there's love in the world, full spectrum love. And you have an opportunity for this. For that kind of connection, that kind of blend. Mutual feelings. And the brain is going, what? I can't even hear what you're talking about. I don't understand that. I'm always saying, don't understand this love business. But that's kind of like what it is. It's this person just, you can't get there by trying to understand it. You can't. What you have to attend to, if you want to understand, is what the messenger birds, the ancestors, your deepest knowing, your own Ace of Swords. There's something beaming right in, direct line right into your brain. It's something you can actually hear, this kind of cochlear fractal image, the cochlear image of auditory, this person is getting the message. And now they're hearing it directly. There's some kind of directly, okay? That's on Devil? Yeah. Again, this is like knowing yourself. Getting the message directly. And the message appears to be, keep working on setting yourself free. There are messages coming in that will give you clarity about how to do that and how to tap into this new idea, Ace of Swords, that God is everywhere and in me. That knowledge got, the Adam and Eve expelled from the garden. It's in me too. Poop, out the door you go. And, this is kind of a rebel interpretation of the traditional message. I think we got the message wrong. To be mortal and incarnate is not toxic. I mean, because here we are. What else are we to work with, Pentacles energy? And there's something about this that reminds me of the clay. In that Bible story that God shaped us Adam out of clay, and then Eve out of Adam. And this is something about, yes, we're of clay, we're of the earth. We're owning that. That's the starting point, the entry point. I am earth energy. Spartacus. And that's based on some kind of extraordinary emotional transformation. Something has changed in such a big way, Scorpio energy, that it's given us new life. This is death and rebirth. It says so right on the card. I love this deck, especially for this card. This is one of the cards that I just think, man, you nailed it. It's the rebirth. We can see it. We can see through the veil, through the shroud, through the whatever was a limiting water energy before, Scorpio, has been exploded, and we can see it now. Because we can feel it now. We can feel it now. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Pisces, a card of feeling, of enlightenment around feeling. And that kicks off, kind of Ace of Wands, kicks it off. We see it now with the inner eye. because we're being still. We've reached some kind of still point. And is this it? Yeah. On the Death and Rebirth card, Two of Wands. There's a choice and a preparation period for this. It's kind of like a heads up. We're prepping for the move. You know, got the globe, got the map, got the intention, tapping intuition to know which way to go, making that choice to move, Wands energy, to move forward. The Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands. Here's the inspiration, the inner vision, being able to see, oh my God, to be able to see it from here. See it from here. There's somehow a clear lens now because something has really changed. And in Wands energy, in terms of action, passion, intuition, movement, we're prepping for this Scorpion. I mean, it's in Scorpio time. This decision will be made. And I believe this is the last card. Eight of Wands. Card of communication, movement, flow. Something being ignited. Because everything's coming together to light this up. To light it up. I think there will be perhaps a conversation or a decision to move in a certain direction. Everything will cohere. And I think this transformation is underway. It's moving fast. Is it this? On the split. On the split. I think the way forward toward this Ten of Cups situation, a lot of fast-moving downloads coming in about which way to go. Here's the download. The download. King of Swords gets it now. He's hearing it. He's hearing messages. And whatever he's hearing explodes the paradigm about who he thought he was. Who he thought he was. There's a new message about that, about self, about agency and how to be present and authentic to your own, not bending the knee to somebody else. And on Ten of Cups, we have Knight of Pentacles. A step-by-step 3D process. What you do every day brings you closer to in real life, which is messy, brings you closer to or further away from connection with your most important person, whoever, your Two of Cups, maybe every Two of Cups relationship in your life, all the people you really love and care about the most. Like nurture that, grow that, walk toward that every step of the way. Whether you understand this person, I think, it's principally about a King of Swords who's discovering who they are. Too much talking. So I'm going to end it there. I mean, I think it's a good read and a pretty cohesive read, but it's big changes. 2 cards of Scorpio. The time is now, 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 says the Tower. Ready or not, the change is here. And it will change whoever this person thinks they are and what direction they're supposed to move in. The choice will become clear. They'll be able to see it. I think that's it. Is that it? And it has to do with knowing who you are I am Spartacus. I keep getting that we all need to stand for something. And I think principally it's to stand for the ability of what we feel to ignite change in our lives. To have that kind of be the guiding light. Opening to the guiding light, something like that. Okie dokie, on the board we have Scorpio, twice, Pisces, Capricorn. That's it. Knowing yourself. Somebody's really, maybe for the first time, actually faced with who they are. And there's a period, and perhaps a long time, Earth Energy Devil, of working it out, being willing to face shadow, to let the bullshit fall away. Even if it, there's a temporary period of almost of disassociation, because there was a lot invested in this structure, and a resistance to, I need to go back to the very beginning to rebuild my idea, Ace of Swords, of who I am, Ace of Pentacles. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of step by step by step daily life moving in that direction. Well, there's a message here to pick up the pace. Maybe this is as fast as it can go, but I think Spirit is saying, at least on the deepest level of your understanding, particularly your emotional understanding or this person's emotional understanding, get with the program. Changes are coming. It's coming. And it's going to rock your world. Rock this person's world, Tower. I mean, we had this yesterday, pretty much. There will be a conversation that accelerates everything. And we're doing the prep work now by making sure we're ready, going through all the steps, not missing a step. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free, the usual wrap. Like it if you like it. Share it if you think anybody else would find this a useful thing, like a friend or one of these people in your life who may in fact be struggling to understand this whole issue, to understand it, sword energy. And you may get it. You may be King of Swords now. So maybe your gift to somebody else is, your offering is, it's all in you. It's all in you. That's the message. That's who you are. Ready to transform, ready and ripe. In Scorpio time is when I think it's going to happen. I'll see you next time.